Another good technique that you can use in combination with this kind of scenario that plays out is flattening the guy out and taking the rear naked choke here once he turtles. Okay? So the guy in the bottom, he's going to bridge. I'm going to do my same technique here. He goes to the side. My leg goes up, other leg goes under. I adjust myself, and now I have double unders here. Okay? There were a few people that had some questions as far as they felt that they were too far forward here. That's why it's very important that we adjust off the mat, okay? And get my hips controlling my opponent's hips here, okay? If my shoulders are too far over his, I'm probably gonna get bridged and rolled off, okay? I'm gonna lose a very, very good position here, all right? So, once I'm in this position here and I have my opponent's back, I'm gonna go with double underhooks. I'm gonna go to my opponent's wrists, just like this, okay? Both hands to his wrists on the same side. From here, I want to look to flatten my opponent out. It's going to put him in a very defensive position, and it's going to make my choke attempt from here a much higher percentage, okay? Because I'm going to kind of get rid of the guy's arms, all right? From here, I'm going to be pulling his wrists into his hip area, and I'm going to really stretch the guy out here, arch my hips into him to put him flat on the mat. Just like this, okay? My hips are going to drive forward to really keep the guy pinned here. From here, I have a window of opportunity of maybe like a half a second or a second for when I pull my arms out to go and start to attack the choke before my opponent is able to get his hands out and start to defend his neck, okay? So I need to really take advantage of this little window of opportunity that I have, okay? Because if your weight is distributed properly, his hands are going to kind of be trapped underneath the weight of his body and my body, okay? So again, we're here. I flatten my opponent out. Drive my hips into him. I'm going to pull my arms out, and both knuckles are going to go to both sides of his head, okay? Just like this. I'm starting just under his ears, and I'm going to grind him through until one hand gets through, okay? And then from here, I'm going to grab my bicep. My left hand goes behind his head. My head goes right next to his, and I just apply pressure for the rear naked choke, just like that, okay? So again, in this position, I use the basic technique here from the mount and my opponent turtles to get the back. I'm going with double underhooks here to his wrists, all right? From here, I'm pulling my opponent's wrists into his hips, okay? Pulling them underneath him, and I'm going to arch my hips into my opponent and really stretch him out here, kind of straightening both of my legs a little bit. From here, my hips stay very low. I drive my hips into him. I pull both of my arms out and start right at his ears to grind my knuckles through, okay? From here, right hand grabs my left bicep, and I'm not coming with my left hand in front of that face, guys. He can grab at this point and start to defend my choke. I'm gonna come behind. Grab the bicep, left hand behind his head, my head right by his, and I squeeze to make the guy tap, okay? Anybody have any questions?
Just straight knuckles?
Yeah, just straight knuckles, just like this. Just like if I was throwing a punch, I don't want my knuckles to my wrist and head. I want to keep them locked out. Just as if I was throwing a punch, and I'm starting right here by the ears, okay? And I'm grinding them right underneath his chin, okay? Like I'm trying to connect my knuckles together, okay? It's very, very annoying for the guy in the bottom